to win the Mary Babinski Innovative Library Director Award for quite a few reasons. One of the main ones is that she was the longtime director of one of our member libraries, the Amherst Public Library. And so that connection just makes this a really special event for me. But I think one of the most important ways that this is an honor is that it's not really an honor for me. It's an honor for the staff, the management, and the rest of the administration of the Buffalo and Erie County Public Library System. Sometimes the most important thing a director can do is get out of the way. And I hope that by my winning this award, it really shines a light on the work that the staff, the managers, the administration, the board, the work that they do here every day to make this one of the best libraries I've ever had the privilege of running. So thank you to NYLA for the award. Thank you to the committee for selecting me. I feel truly honored.
Thank you to everyone at the New York Library Association for honoring me with this year's Distinguished Service Award. When I ran for president of the American Library Association, I ran for all of us. As a library worker in New York State for more than 2 decades, I know that libraries work because we do, because I do, and because you do. Serving in that role during a time of unprecedented attacks on libraries was not easy. I endured many slings and arrows, many of the same ones that have been thrown at library workers all over the country and right here in New York since 2020. It wasn't easy, it was often pretty lonely. But I always knew that I wasn't alone. And I knew that because I knew I had the support of my state association and its members. Your steadfast support of me and my work, even when it wasn't easy and even when it wasn't popular, made it possible for me to serve out my term. Together, we advanced the public conversation about libraries so that it was a whole lot less about what our opponents said about us and more about what we do, contribute in ways large and small to the flourishing of our communities. I know it's not possible for any of us to do our work by ourselves. In fact, that's why I got involved in libraries in the first place, because I knew that working together, organizing together, and pushing for the world we want, hand in hand with one another, that's the way we're going to win. My year of service taught me that I could not be prouder to be a librarian, couldn't be prouder to be a New Yorker, and I could not be prouder to be a member of the New York Library Association. Thank you so much for this profound honor, one that I share with all of you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ryan Perry. I'm the Executive Director of the Central New York Library Resources Council. I am so incredibly honored and humbled to be selected as NYLA's Academic Special Librarian of the Year. I have been active in NYLA since my former colleague, Matthew Kopel, encouraged me to become the historian for the Academic and Special Library section back in 2016. And I've served ever since in various roles and capacities. And throughout this time, I've taken it as an opportunity to advocate for representation from academic and special libraries and help elevate their voices within NYLA. If NYLA is truly the voice of the entire library community, then there's more work to be done to ensure that those voices are heard and that we get that broad range of perspectives from those groups. Thank you again for this award. I am truly honored and humbled to be selected by the Awards and Recognitions Committee. Thank you to the board of the Academic and Special Library section for all your dedication over the years, and especially to Julia Carice and Jamila Williams for nominating me for this award. I want to thank my staff at the Central New York Library Resources Council for all their hard work and dedication and for being such a great team. And of course, my deepest thanks to my family, especially my wife, Sarah, and my kids, Faye and Arlo. I really look forward to continuing to serve within NYLA and doing everything I can to help elevate libraries and to expand our possibilities. Thank you so much.
It's the first time I've ever created a pre-recorded award acceptance speech. Feels a little bit awkward. I've only got 2 minutes. I'm just going to do this thing. First, I'm grateful. I'm so blessed to work with the 48 member libraries of the Southern Tier, our directors, trustees, staff, librarians, volunteers, friends, and advocates, and our amazing team of staff and trustees at STLS. They're all doing such good work and striving to get better each and every day. I am up here because of roughly 650 folks across our cooperative library system. I absolutely accept this recognition on behalf of all of them. 2, I'm humbled. There are thousands of certified public librarians in New York State. Why me? This is a question that I've grappled with since I learned that I would be up here with all of you tonight. There's so many of us that are doing such equally important projects. I also want to accept this acknowledgement on behalf of all the public librarians who may not get this type of recognition in their lifetime, but who put in the reps and crush it day in and day out. 3rd, I'm proud. We are so fortunate to work in this field and be given the opportunity to serve all people. It is a broad mission statement, but one we work towards tirelessly. Additionally, I am proud to be a rural librarian, and I want to highlight the importance of rural libraries as it applies to the First Amendment and freedom to read. Rural libraries are absolutely necessary when it comes to holding the line on intellectual freedom, advocating for marginalized population groups, and shaping conversations about what it means to live in a democratic society. In closing, I want to thank all of you. I'm a proud member of NYLA who served on sections, roundtables, and several committees. NYLA is the voice of the New York State Library community, and so much more. Lastly, and most importantly, I want to thank my wife Jane and our 4 daughters. They are the reason why I put the work in every day, both personally and professionally. I could not accomplish anything through libraries without their love, support, and patience. Thank you, everyone, and please be good to yourself.
Hi, my name is Lauren Ginsberg DeVilbus, and I am the Library Media Specialist here at the Wright Brothers School in New York City. I believe that kids can change the world and that ordinary people do extraordinary things. These mantras deeply impact the work I do here in the library. I became the librarian after 10 years of teaching in 2011 at the suggestion of my principal, which was the best career move I could have ever made because I'm able to teach many topics throughout the school, which I believe changes lives. My favorite thing about being the school librarian is the systemic impact on the entire school community by giving students access not only to diverse stories, but also to experiences beyond the 4 walls of the physical library. A huge part of my job is advocacy and change making, and I want students to see that they are change makers in their world by being active participants in projects to create the environment they want to see for themselves. And this started during the pandemic when we were reading a book, Harlem Grown, by local activist Tony Hillary. The students loved learning about Tony, and after a deeper dive into his organization, we decided to send him letters and ask for a school garden. He immediately responded, and thus the idea for the school garden was born. 3 years and $20,000 in grants later, we held a ribbon cutting ceremony for our very own school garden. Seeing the educational and emotional impact of this initiative fueled a recipe for me to help my students become change makers once again. In early 2023, after talking to students about how much they love soccer, I applied for a community forum grant from our local congressman. When they informed me that the project had advanced to the appropriations committee, I led the students in a school-wide letter writing campaign to the member, which has now ended with currently $1.2 million raised towards our new soccer field. Students have now had a direct impact from and have formed relationships with our local elected officials. They know they have stake in the game and that they are the reason that this funding was secured. So the excitement around this initiative has opened up a world of possibility for our community, and we are gearing up for our soccer field and also thinking about what we can do next. Thank you so much to NYLA. I am honored to receive the award for this work.